Hello, dear members of the Clay Company. I would like to introduce a new tool to you, which will be further developed in the coming days or weeks. It has many small functions and is intended to help you plan your visit to the Clay Company in the community studio a little better. To pull out some fun statistics, but also to check your 10 visit cards, 5 visit cards, and the basic rates. Under the URL mr-burns.info/member, you have the opportunity to access this member management on your phone, tablet, and of course on your desktop devices. You have the option to switch the language and log in with your credentials, which are your email address registered with the club, plus your birthday, meaning day, month, year. If you select this tab here, you won't have to do it for the next 3 months. After logging in, you have many small functions. Let's start with the highlights. Here it shows how many total visits you have on how many different days and what the longest streak was, the longest series. This means this member here, whom I have anonymized, was in the studio for 4 consecutive days. Then there is a small link to view the burn status. This means you no longer have to wait for the emails. I'll show you in a moment. Then a few fun facts, namely, when was the last visit? Since when have you been involved? What is your favorite day? This member was there 29 times on Tuesdays. And what is the favorite time? But also, what was the earliest and the latest visit? Then if you scroll further down, you'll find plenty of statistics about your membership, namely, what do your monthly visits look like? What are your favorite days? That is, on which days do you visit the studio often? What are your favorite times? But also here at the very bottom, and this might be very important for you, you can see the current status of your burning orders. That means you have a small icon here at the bottom. As soon as it is green, it has already been burned. That means it is ready for pickup. Otherwise, there would be a different icon there. This means you can always see the status of your items that you have submitted for burning. You no longer have to wait for the emails. And here, of course, the estimated cost for the entire month. Of course, this can still change because the month is not over yet, but you can also display your old items and always see what you have burned. So far, so good. The question often arose whether if you have 10 used cards or 5 used cards, this is visible somewhere. Unfortunately, this is not technically possible. Therefore, we have developed a so-called tracker for you. This means that for those who need this function, there is the option to choose the card type, namely the 10 used card or the 5 used card. Yeah, I'll show that first. For example, the 10 visit card, and I activate the card. This is purely tracking. That means from the moment you start the tracking, so it makes sense if you've just purchased the 10 visit card, the system counts your visits here. That means you can always see how many check-ins you have left on the 10 visit card when you log in. That makes sense. If you acquire a new 10 card, you can reset it and of course activate a new one to start counting again. And it's exactly the same with the 5 card. When you activate a 5 card, you see since when it has been activated, and you also see how many are left. Wonderful. If you have a basic plan, basic pass, which allows 4 visits per month, you can also activate it, but you only need to do this once. That means at that moment for this month, for example, October, the basic pass is activated and you can see exactly how many visits you have left, namely 4. Next month, it will automatically reset. If you, let's say, have been there 3 times now in October and November starts on the 1st November, it will automatically reset and you have 4 visits left again. You can always see how many visits you have in case you can't remember. You have the option to deactivate it at any time if you want to switch to a normal plan that is monthly and unlimited. So far, so good. Of course, you have the option to unsubscribe, which doesn't make any sense, but you also have the option to save this directly as an app on your phone. For that, there is the option to press share directly here at the bottom on your phone, usually Android or iPhone. That's the square with the arrow pointing up, and then add it to the home screen. I made a small video on my iPhone to show you that. As I said, this is the beginning. We would like to give you more information, maybe also include a news section. This will be further developed in the coming weeks and months. We would be happy if you use the tool, and of course your feedback and wishes. Thank you.